Alrighty, just gonna do a little video on Winter, a little grooming tutorial. I already did some of her. She has not had a bath. She is a little dirty, but I went ahead and trimmed her toenails, and I had somebody ask me the other day about trimming toenails. You can probably see her little white toenails that are covered in dirt because she's been outside playing. But when I hold puppies, this is the same way I do it when they're babies. I start when they're like a week old, and I use human toenail trimmers. But I grab the paw, I kind of press down, and it kind of exposes the toenails. It's a little hard when you have a puppy that wants to help. And then you're just gonna take, bing, the little tip off. Now I've already done that, so I'm not gonna clip anymore. It's easy when you've got white toenails. You just don't go back to the pink quick. And if you do, you want to have like quick stop or something ready. So I've already trimmed her toenails. And then I did trim her face. So what I like to do is I just pull up the hair right here in front of her eyes. I've already done this, so I can't really do it again, but I'll just show you. And then I just lay the scissors this way, and I just trim at an angle to keep that hair out of her face. So it keeps it a little cleaner that way. Actually trimmed a little bit up here too, just so it's not hanging in her face. And then I like to use the slicker brush at this age. I also have a little Greyhound, a metal comb. You always want to make sure that you get clear to the skin, or else you're going to end up with mats. And the places that are going to mat up the easiest are going to be behind the ears. So I'm just going to brush it out. Her ears are a little bit wet because I just used some ear cleaner. I want to stay on top of clean ears, especially when she's out playing in the dirt, so we don't get dirt in there and then some infections start. So I like to brush like against the hair, against the grain. The other places that are going to mat up easy are going to be the armpits. Let's see if she'll lay down for us. So this is the easiest way to do it. Armpits. And like I said, they don't have a ton of hair right now, so that you can use the slicker brush and get clear down to the skin. And then back here, the pants are also places that are going to mat up. Make sure you're getting your puppy used to having their tail brushed out. A lot of them don't like it. You can also use like a baby wipe if they start to get a little scalding from the urine, because they don't really clean themselves great at this point. So we're just kind of brushing her all over. I've already done some of this, so she's been pretty good. She's getting a little tired, plus it's past dinner time, so just making sure that I get everywhere brushed out completely, nice and fluffy. And then also another thing, I did all of her feet but this one, so let's do this one. So now this should be done on a clean foot. She has not had a bath, but I'm going to take my scissors, and if you have the rounded nose scissors, it's a little safer. I'm just going to trim some of the hair that's kind of sticking out between her pads, just to keep her feet a little cleaner. And then I'm just going to take her foot. Oh, let's see if we can do this, Winter. I'm just going to kind of round. You can see she really, and I'm holding her foot with my hand. You can't get your nose in the way, sweetie. I don't want to trim your nose. I don't want to trim your nose. So I'm just trying to clean her foot up a little bit, since she's out playing in the dirt and stuff, and it just less dirt to track in. So just kind of rounding the foot off a little bit. Gets her used to the grooming before she actually goes in. That one's kind of crooked to the groomer. And then, so just kind of finish brushing her out. Most of her is brushed out. Oh, stand up. Let's see if we got this side, okay? Most of her is brushed out, it looks like. Might need a little bit more back here. Said you just want to keep it brushed, so that if you do this a couple times a week at this age, you'll keep everything all brushed out. Honestly, I don't brush her as often. In fact, this is terrible to admit. This is probably the first time I've really brushed her out, and she's being really good. And I wanted to get going on it before she gets too old and doesn't like it. So And then the other thing that you want to practice is brushing her teeth. So at this point, I'm just using my finger and just rubbing along her gum lines just so she gets used to that motion. She's going to be teething here pretty soon, probably not liking it, but that way it'll just get her used to me brushing her gums. So we got your face brushed out, huh? That's about it. Quick little groom. Can you say bye, Winter? I'm going to go eat my dinner now.